Hello, math learners! Our lesson for today is about deciles and percentiles of the ungrouped data. Let us have first the deciles of the ungrouped data. Deciles are the values that divides a given set of data into 10 equal parts, denoted by d sub 1, d sub 2, d sub 3 until d sub 9. The interpretations are: the first decile will mean 10% of the values fall below D1. For the second decile, 20% of the values fall below D2. For the third decile, 30% of the values fall below the third decile. And for the ninth decile, it will mean 90% of the values fall below the ninth decile. Take note, the fifth decile is equal to the second quartile or the median. The formula for the deciles of the ungrouped data is d sub k equals to k times the quantity of n plus 1 th quantity over all over 10, where k is the order of the decile from 1 to 9 and n is the sample population. For example, find the third and the eighth deciles of the following random scores of 18 students. And the scores are 35, 30, 39, and so on. For the solutions, first you have to determine the number of the scores and arrange the scores in ascending order. That is, from the lowest score to the highest score. And then you have to number them consecutively from 1 to n is equal to 18. This is now the table representing the number of the scores from 1 to 18 and the scores starting 24 as the lowest score and 40 as the highest score. So let us have first the solution of the third decile. So to solve for the third decile or D3 using the formula, all you have to do is to substitute 3. That will mean that's the third decile, times the quantity 18, the number of scores, plus 1 all over 10. And then simplify 3 times 19 over 10. That is 57 over 10. And the result is 5.7, and you can round this off to the nearest whole number. And the answer is 6. So you have to find the sixth score. And the sixth score is 28. So the value of the third decile is 28. This will mean that 30% of the student's score fall below or equal to 28. To find the 8th decile, the solution would be using the formula, replace k by 8. So that is 8 times the quantity 18 plus 1 over 10. And that's 8 times 19 over 10. It's 152 over 10. And that is equivalent to 15.2. Round this off to the nearest whole number, and that's 15. So you have to look for the 15th score, and that is 38. So the value of decile 8 is 38. This will mean that 80% of the students' scores fall below or equal to 38. Next, let us have the percentiles of the ungrouped data. Percentiles are the values which divide a frequency distribution into 100 equal parts, such as P sub 1, P sub 2, and so on until P sub 99. P sub 1 means that 1% of the given data falls below the score corresponding to P1, while 50 and median are the same. The interpretation of the percentiles are the following. For P sub 1 or the first percentile, that will mean 1% of the values fall under percentile 1. For percentile 2 or the second percentile, it means 2% of the values fall under P sub 2 until P sub 99 or the 99th percentile. It will mean 99% of the values fall below P sub 99. Take note, quartile 2, decile 5, and percentile 50 or the 50th percentile and median are the same. The relationship among the median, quartiles, deciles, and percentiles is illustrated in the diagram below. So here, D sub 1 is equivalent to P sub 10. D sub 2, P sub 20. The value of Q sub 1 is equivalent to P 25. The D sub 4 is equal to P 40. So the median is equal to the second quartile, the 5th decile, and the 50th percentile. Quartile 3 is equivalent to the 75th percentile. And decile 9 or the 9th decile is equivalent to the 90th percentile. The formula for the percentile of the ungrouped data, we have P sub k is equal to k times the quantity of n plus 1t each quantity all over 100, where k is the order of the decile from 1 to 99 and n is the sample population. For example, find the 28th percentile or the P28 of the following random scores of 18 students, given 35, 30, 39, and so on. For the solutions, first, you have to determine n and arrange the scores in ascending order. Then number them consecutively from 1 to n equals 18. So the arrangement now is like this. First row will contain the numbers from 1 to 18. And then the second row, you will have the scores starting 24 as the lowest score and 40 as the highest score. To solve for P28, using the formula, change k into 28 equals to 28 for k and 18 for n plus 1 all over 100. And that is 532 over 100. Equivalent to 5.32, and round this off to the nearest whole number, and that is the 5th score. And the 5th score is 27. So the value of P28 is 27. This will mean that 28% of the student's score fall under or equal to 27. Next example. A group of 20 basketball players has heights in centimeters as follows: 160, 170, and so on. What is the 65th percentile? For the solutions, you have to determine and arrange the heights in ascending order. Then number them consecutively from 1 to 20. So the first row contains numbers 1 to 20. The second row, you have 160 as the smallest height and 180 as the tallest. So to solve for P65 or the 65th percentile, using the formula, substitute 65 to K. So here it's also K. So it's 65. N is 20 for 20 basketball players plus 1 all over 100. So simplify and you will have 1,365 over 100. So it is 13.65, round off to the nearest whole number, so it's 14. The 14th height. And the 14th height is 172. So P65 is equal to 172. This means that 65% of the basketball players have heights under or equal to 172 cm. Do you have questions? If there is none, see you next time. Bye!